Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, as you see what's going on on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today, where, you know, my online order came in, and guess what I'm using today? I'm using the new fancy Joycons I bought. Ooh. So those green and pink ones are, well, not going to be fully retired, but they'll probably only come out when I'm here to play some Switch games with my friends or something like that. As of right now, I bought the pastel pink and yellow ones because I saw that, you know, they're on sale. I like my pastel colours. I suppose it's a bit of, it feels a bit weird having a black Switch, I suppose, with pastel colours, but I think black and pastel colours can work incredibly well as well. Good evening, everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 9:34 p.m. on Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. I also did look up some guides about actually how you solve the Joy-Con drift problem. Apparently, what you need to do is you take apart the Joy-Con and then you put like a solid piece of like cardboard in there to like continuously keep the pressure down, which I can do. Look at this, Joy-Con driftless. Whoa, astonishing. Which I can do. Maybe. Well, at least I looked at a tutorial and it was like it doesn't seem that crazy hard. So I might now that I have like my main pair of Joy-Cons, these two, my backup ones are the blue and red ones, and then I have like a tertiary pink and green ones which I could use. I can experiment, I think, on those pink and green ones and try and see if I can do the Joy-Con drift fix. And if not, so be it. Joy-Con drift, of course, has been a problem which has been permeating the Nintendo Switch ever since release. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then fair enough. It's kind of old news now. You might not have necessarily hear about it as much when you buy Switches nowadays, but basically the controllers you use on the Nintendo Switch are called Joy-Cons, and for whatever reason the design, because of a design of a Nintendo Switch or the materials it's made out of, I don't know which ones in particular, over time the joystick on the Joy-Cons like slowly loses contact or with the pressure plate on which I suppose registers its signals, and because of that, for whatever reason, or something along those lines that I can't really recall. No, I meant to go to House Island. Sometimes when you leave the Joy-Con joystick alone, it will think you're inputting a direction when you're not. I mean, you can see that through a lot of the previous episodes. You'll see my cursor moving around like crazy, or my character will not sit still because of Joy-Con drift. It's going absolutely insane. And the only reason I got the new Joy-Cons is because my pink and green ones are so heavily Joy-Con drifted now. Like, it's impossible for them to sit still. And the blue and red ones were kind of starting to, and I was like, you know, it's been 7 years-ish. It's about time to actually get another pair of Joy-Cons, and it does help that they came in colours that I did like, so I was like, alright, you know, fine, you win, Nintendo, you got me to buy more Joy-Cons or whatever have you. I mean, I did eventually want to get 8 of them, I suppose, except for the 8 I originally planned to get would have been the 8, well, we don't really need to put those away, the original 8 colours, because there was like a neon purple, neon orange, I forgot what the other colour is, dark blue and yellow. But now I've got pastel ones, so you know the world is a-changing. There was another pastel colour set. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. I might be able to find it if I just search for it, to be honest. Let's see. But it's because I also had like a lot of Amazon gift card credit. So I was like, oh, light purple and light green. I was like, those also look quite nice, to be honest. Maybe those will be the other ones I buy. I'm not really this type of person to go get like a Switch covers or stickers or that sort of thing, and you know, I like the official product. But I also bought some other stuff. So I bought a webcam, because I talked about that before. If I eventually start streaming, I'm probably going to need a better webcam, not because I'm going to show my face necessarily, but because it will need it for like motion tracking stuff rather than this very old webcam. Like, that webcam's so old, I think it's actually still got a square resolution. I bought a laptop case, or a laptop sleeve, for my laptop. It's not something I'm going to use necessarily all the time, but if I need to transport it, it's what I'm going to use, certainly. That's why I didn't buy a case, because it was like, I don't really use it too much as an iPad. I mean, I also don't need to use it too much when I'm at my house, when I got, you know, a computer instead of a laptop, but there will be times I'll need to use a laptop. I feel like using a laptop, so I probably shouldn't keep it here. I probably should keep it actually closer to my bed, because I think the number one time I'm going to use it is when I wake up and I'm like, I can't be bothered to go turn on my computer, but I still want to use computer-esque things. So I might just put my laptop. You can't see what I'm doing, obviously, and I'm turned away from my microphone, so you might not be able to hear me, but I'm going to slide it over here. I might actually just keep it here in general. I'm just trying to figure out a good spacing to use. I think I'll put it here. It's now half underneath my graphics tablet, so I can grab it and use it whenever. But the final thing I bought is actually these wireless earbuds. These aren't like particularly expensive ones. I basically searched up. I was like, what's the cheapest one I can buy? Because I was like, okay, let's get a good one. And when I saw the good ones were like £140, I'm like, I don't need that. So I was like, what's a good cheap one to buy? Because as I said, this laptop doesn't have a headphone jack, which, you know, is kind of a norm nowadays. And I do understand the convenience of it. So I was like, okay, let's get some all right wireless earbuds. So I got the Tozo T10, which apparently are pretty good for their price. They cost £20 and they're not bad. Because that's kind of what I want. I don't want ones which are like, oh, I want the top quality sound or whatever. I've already got my good headphones for that. I just want something which fulfills the brief, and if I lose them, no big deal. They only cost £20. They're not too bad. I mean, that's the headphones I use right now. They used to be the Panasonic ones, but they're not anymore. I can't remember what this new brand I use is, but I use them because they're good, but also cheaper. I think they probably cost like £12 or something, which is probably a bit expensive on the earbud side, but they're also very good. So, you know, I'm not too concerned about that. So I haven't tried these yet, you know, I suppose I could, but I just kept them in the box for now. I mean, I can open them, I suppose, while we're doing this. Why not? Talking about Joycons and online purchases. Anyway, the webcam hasn't come yet. That is coming later. I think it's coming on Thursday. I don't really know. But it's probably also not something I'm going to use all that often, but it's going to be just like a good sort of buy it for life sort of thing. So, you know, the same sort of thing I like buying this microphone, where I bought it like ages ago and I've just used it ever since. I've never had any problems with it yet. And if anything, I don't think the problem I would have with a microphone would probably be with a cable or something may eventually get frayed. I don't know. XLR cables feel surprisingly hardy, but anyway, Joycon. Finally got new Joycons. And they're nice, you know. I mean, they look like normal Joycons. I did notice that the strap that the Joycons come with is different compared to an old one. It's got like a intertwined cable, I suppose, with silver stuff in it. I can't really describe it properly. It's now in like my actual Nintendo Switch case. Here we go. Designed by Tozo in California. I got white ones. I genuinely did not remember if I got white ones or black ones. Here you go. They come in a nice little case. Are they any good? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I also don't really use Bluetooth all that much, so I don't super know like how to set these up properly if I even need to. I don't know what these are probably different case things. Earbud things. I have like pretty small ears, so I always use the smallest one possible if I can. I mean, I can see if this fits in my ear. How does this fit in my ear? Oh wait, there's a plastic on it. Get out of here, plastic. How do these fit in my ear? That actually fits okay in my ear. I would say it's probably a bit big. I also don't know how you charge these. I guess you probably charge it in the case. Like, I've seen my friends wireless earbuds. So I do know that the case is basically a charging sort of implement as well. Which is honestly smart design, I think. So 2 birds, 1 stone. You just charge it like this. How do I charge the case? Ah, there we go. There's a USB-C port on the back. So we just get everything I need out of this. I mean, I don't even need to take a USB-C thing out. I've got a USB-C cable connected to my computer, but still. So I don't know. Maybe these will be things I use more often. Certainly if I suddenly need to start exercising more, I think it'd be more convenient to have a wireless earbuds rather than actual like wired earbuds, which can very much get in the way of sort of things. You certainly if you want to listen to music or a podcast or whatever, you kind of want things out of the way. So I guess we'll talk about Joycons or whatever. I don't know. It's like, it almost feels like strange looking at them. Because they're obviously, you know, they don't seem like they're meant to fit the colour palette of the black Joy-Con. But to be fair, I wanted actually, I remember now, I wanted to get the Animal Crossing Joy-Con when it eventually got released, but it didn't get released with the release of Animal Crossing for whatever reason. It got released a year later, so you know I bought the Switch anyway and then just didn't buy the Animal Crossing one, which is a bit of a loss in my regard because I'm like, I really like how cute the Animal Crossing one looks, But alas, you know, that's kind of Nintendo's fault for not releasing it earlier. If they released it earlier, I would have snapped it up even if it was more expensive. If I release it now, it's too late. Unfortunately, I've got all my save data on this, and I don't want to have to go through the effort of transferring it. Right, let's get these earbud pieces out. Which one's the smallest? I don't know what this black... Are these like reinforced ones? I guess so. Okay, that one. Okay, these ones are probably too small. Yep, those were my earbuds, which I just dropped on the floor. They're not even called earbuds, but... I mean, I guess they are earbuds. Okay, well, I think I'm going to use these ones, because these look smaller than... Yes, they do look, in fact, look smaller than this one. I guess they're reinforced or something? Are they smaller? They look pretty similar size. No, they're definitely smaller. I'm looking at it now. Okay. No, the difficult part is actually putting these on. Now, how is this? This is the left one? How does it fit in my ear? Let's try it out, you know? I didn't put it on properly. It immediately fell off. This little black tube that's got in the middle is very interesting. It's sort of like reinforcement of the earbud. I don't really know if the earbud needs reinforcement, but hey ho, if it, I don't know, stays in my ear better, I don't see why not. So I'll wear it like this. It actually feels kind of uncomfortable with a giant black tube in it, but maybe it's not too bad. I can't really tell. I guess what I meant to do is I meant to try all of these different ones and see which one I like best. I'm actually like, maybe the original one was better. It's hard to tell. Like, I don't know, it feels like it's too big in my ear. Maybe I need to go smaller. What are these like super wide ones? These don't look like they would even stay in my ear if I put these on. It's like super wide earbud-esque things, but they do look pretty small. I don't know, let's try it. Actually, I think these are the best ones, I'm not gonna lie. What if I shake my head round? Okay, I take it back. These ones, which I thought were super stupid, these are actually the best ones for me. I guess I have very shallow ear canals. You know, my ear canals are shallow. There's not much depth to them. Unfortunately, these ones can't be reinforced, but whatever. The alternative, I suppose, is we could try these other small ones, but I think these are just better. Because they're the same, like, length as the smaller ones, but they're wider as well, so they actually fit in the ear. They actually, like, take up the space in the ear canal. That was pretty good. Nice. Alright, well, I guess we'll just roll these. Put these back in the case. I don't know, I feel so futuristic now, having these. I feel like I'm finally, you know, catching up with technology. I'm always very sort of behind, I suppose, with technology. Like, I don't know if I talked about it. Like, first time I got a mobile phone of any kind was when I was like 16 or something. I think 15, 16. I don't remember. Or maybe it was maybe it was 13 or 14. I feel like I was in year 9. What year would that have been? Year 9 would have been 14. That sounds about right. You know, all I remember is I got a mobile phone pretty late compared to quite a few of my peers. Not because I was like... I wasn't particularly desperate to get one, I suppose. Is the main reason. I wasn't like, wow, I really feel like I need a phone right now. But I just like, would never have used it, I think. What is this? There's like this black... Is that another cable? No, that's a... Is that a zip tie? Why do you give a zip tie in this? I think this is just a normal cable. Which if that's the case, then... This is USB to USB-C cable, and... I mean, yeah, this looks like a Velcro strap or something. What is this for? Is it to keep it on a lanyard or something? That's what it looks like. I'm just getting befuddled by these earbuds. Sorry, they're called a true wireless stereo. How to pair. Pick up 2 headphones on charging ways. It will power on automatically and will connect each other automatically within 10 seconds. One of the earbuds flash red and blue alternately pairing mode. There's a touch panel. What is going... Left earbud. Power on, hold. Okay, they're both power on like that. Play port was tap once. previous, next, and volume, hold. Oh, okay, so the left one is backwards and down, the right one is forward and stuff. Huh, interesting. Activating a voice assistant. You put it in and then you twist it into your ear. I didn't even know there were instructions for how to actually wear your earbuds. Sound hole facing up is the incorrect way to wear the earbuds. There you go. But what about this lanyard thing that they just given me? Back, oh my god, there's another instruction booklet for this. Customization. How to pair earbuds with phone. I guess I should probably test that, see if it works. Power. When on, press and hold for 5 seconds to power off. Okay. Charging earbuds. Right, charging. Earbud is charging for red solid. Red off, fully charged. They are charging. Box wireless charging. Wow, you can actually wireless charge with these? I don't have a wireless charger, so seems a little silly. Waterproof for daily use. Okay, well, I guess that's nice. Works for less than or equal to 12 meters. Why do I need Retozo app? For UI customization. What? Gonna be real with you, I ain't downloading that app. I also don't really know what this lanyard thing is for, if I even need it. I guess I attach it to the case for portability. Is that something I would use? Maybe, to be honest. Maybe that makes me a boomer or whatever, but it'd be nice to have a grip on it. I'm gonna put this cable in my drawer of, sorry, like this has probably been one of the least interesting Animal Crossing videos in recent time, but I'm basically just unpacking some earbuds or whatever in the least interesting way possible. But you know, new Joycons is always nice. It's always nice to share that story. Well, it's not really a story, I suppose, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I've always feel like I've been quite behind times when it comes to adopting new technology. Probably both my reluctance to buy new technology, but also to, well, I mean to buy things in general, but also me just being like, hey, you know, I don't need it. I can make do with what I've got right now. How on earth does this work? I'm very confused by this buckle. Because normally you put it through the buckle thing and then you push it out the other side, or one of them. It seems to... Okay, no, there we go. I guess. I mean, it's a... I don't know if this is particularly necessary. I'm looking at it, I'm just like, why? Why would I want this? It also doesn't seem to pull itself through very well. I guess I have to tighten it like this. I mean, alright, I guess. It's not the most graceful, I'd say, solution to a case for like a handle for this. Also, why would I need a handle like this? I guess if I want to hang it somewhere. The whole point of wireless earbuds, for me personally, is the portability, and this, you know, there's a bit of an unnecessary attachment to it, I would say. You know what? It's going to be a pass on me, dog. I'm going to say that's a no-go. Ain't a fan. So instead, I'm going to put it away in the box, and then I'm going to put the box away under my bed, and then I'll leave it there for it to accumulate dust, I suppose, over the next 6 years, until I'm just like, oh, you know, I forgot this was under here, and then I'll throw it away. Or something. That's just how it's destined to be. There you go. It's quite a bulky case, I'm not going to lie. It's bulkier than I expected. Ugh. There you go. I didn't even put the case on properly. Oh, whatever. Ugh, my Switch is falling asleep. That's how long I've just sort of stood here doing nothing. Okay, well, I mean, that was me just... I don't know what I'm going to title this episode. That was me just like unboxing some earbuds, I suppose, and kind of commentating over the top. In fact, it took so long, and in the first place it's very weird, but I'm going to have to think of a title for this episode. I'm just going to call it New Joycons. Whoa. Anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much so much for using my new Joycons, I suppose. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.